Soft timbre.
Yes, and me as well.
And I got the,
Diane, would you like to do the candle blessing today? Would you like to suggest someone else if you don't feel like it? Joanne did it last time. Maybe Marlene or Jen or Carol, would you, no? Okay, Jen, it is. We're going to do our opening song first, but no, please, stay up here because it doesn't take a minute. Okay. Okay, shall we, Avenu? Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. You Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. That's a good upper song to sing I like that very much, and I'm going to ask Jen now to bless our candles. We turn to page 120. And if you're going to do an English reading, do that first.
Should I do the one on 121 or the one that's under the Hebrew on 120?
121.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
How about the second one? It's very good.
Okay.
Oh, source of the light?
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Amen.
Amen.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק של שבת.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you, Jan. Yesher kochech. That means you should have strength from doing that mitzvah. Right? Right, Arlie? Yeah. Okay, we continue on page 138 with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, to you, our beloved, who we call the Sabbath, the bride, the faces of the Sabbath, we receive you. Nekabelah. Dodi, likrat kala penei, Shabbat נקבלה, נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, נקבלה, שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת בלי תהילה. חדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, נקבלה, וחדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת קבלה, נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלם, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה שבת נקבלה, נקבלה. And we turn to page 142, where we continue with Shalom Aleichem. And you do have your extra sheets, which have the 2 English verses on them. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malachi Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem LeShalom Malachi Shalom Malachi Elyon, Melech Malachi Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni LeShalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon, Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Zeichem LeShalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malachi Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, and to all our friends as well. Welcome, angels on high. Come and join us at our Shabbat table. Share our cup of joy. Come join our singing. Let your spirit soar with us. Together we will rise tonight. When we gather, fellowship and joy abound. Love and peace are filling our hearts. Okay. And we have our president here tonight who's going to regale us with the announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi. Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos.
The good president's here tonight. Services are conducted by Rabbi Janet Bieber with our music director, Robin Kreisberg, and David is assisting. Religious school is in session this Sunday at 9 a.m. Next Friday, the Oneg Shabbat will be provided by the Barlow family in honor of Rachel's birthday. Come celebrate. The following Friday, March 14th, we will be observing Purim. I understand the religious school will be presenting a play.
Yes,
And
they're unaware of it yet,
They're unaware of it
but
yet.
they're going to find out on Sunday.
That'll give them nearly 2 weeks to practice. That would be great. We'll do some reading from the Megillah, and there will be Hamantashen. Again, come celebrate. This month, the book club will be reading Once Upon a Time in Beverly Hills by Elaine Franklin, who most of us met here last Sunday. We have books available. See Eileen. And it's kind of nice to meet the author and then read the book. How about that? The meeting will be, I didn't look up the date.
It's
the
about
last
3 weeks from now.
Wednesday
Yeah.
of the month.
There you go, last Wednesday of the month.
And it'll go out on the one call at least a week before. So, and we'll put the date on it. Saturday, March 29 at 10:30 a.m. is our first Saturday Shabbat service. This will be instead of a Friday night service. So
Right.
you can stay home Friday nights, rest up for Saturday morning. That is March 29. We were going to do it at the end of February, but it got confusing because tomorrow is March 1st.
So we're going to have to arrange the Torah.
Right.
Right.
Remember, our temple is available for rental for filming, classes, or other events. Contact the office or Tracy for information. As a matter of fact, there will be filming here all next week. Big, yeah. Don't stop by to say hello because there's going to be equipment and people all over the place. Please be aware that next Friday, parking may be impacted because they're going to be packing up and leaving as we're coming in. So just be aware of that. They'll be gone. I mean, if they want to stay for Shabbat services, sure. The more the merrier.
Yeah.
We continue to collect non-perishable food for local food banks. New unwrapped toys and items for teens for Children's Hospital. No stuffed animals, please. And always remember to designate Temple Beth Emmet of Burbank with your Ralph's Community Rewards card so we get a little bit of change every time you shop. Now, my honor to ask, did I forget anything or are there any questions? Yes.
What was the date of the play?
That'll be the 14th. It'll be during Shabbat services.
Right.
We're going to squish Purim into the Shabbat services because it's easier than trying to get people here during the week. Yes.
So we have Hamantashen. We will, if people bring it.
Right, it's going to be a community bring Hamantashen.
Oh.
So we're going to have to coordinate that to make sure
Okay.
we have enough because you can't have too many.
Ira, is that going to be also when we read the Megillah?
That'll be,
Megillah.
right.
Yes.
Right, we're probably going to read,
No, not the whole Megillah.
if she can read it really fast.
I don't think we could read it that
No, I
fast.
don't think so. But we will read appropriate parts.
Yeah.
And it should be fun. It's always fun. Forum's always fun. Should we have costumes? Should we have people come in
We're
costumes?
encouraging costumes, are not we? Are we
Yes,
not?
we are. And I happen to know a couple of people who you don't know who have asked me, can they come and wear costumes? And I've said, absolutely.
Good.
That's
Okay.
4 people that are going to be coming that you don't know.
You got 2 weeks to get your costume together, and we've got 2 weeks to get some prizes for costumes. So-
And your costume could be anything really. In the olden days, we used to only have Queen Esther, Vashti, Haman, and King Ahasuerus and Mordecai and like that. But, you know, for instance, in Israel, they have any sort of costumes. Something very funny that they do a lot is they dress up like their teachers. Yeah, children dress up like their teachers, and it's kind of like a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but very much an honorific thing to do, to emulate your teacher like that. But,
You wanna dress up
whatever
like
people
Rabbi
like.
Bieber, feel free to.
That would be hard to do, I think, right? Well,
Good job, everyone.
Good
Okay,
Shabbos.
good Shabbos, good Shabbos. We continue on page 146. Marley, do you feel like being the opener of the Ark tonight? Good, okay. I'm so glad that you brought your mom. We rise for the Baruch Hu on page 146. Yeah. Okay. Good. Lie, la, 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 lie. Lie, la, 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 lie. Lie, la, 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 lie, lie, la, 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 lie. Lie, la, 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 lie. Lie, la, 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 lie, lie, la, 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 lie. Lie, la, la, lie, 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 lie. Now, when we say Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Then we bend from the waist. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. And we remain standing as we turn to 152, the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. And you can close that. We may be seated, and we continue on page 154 with the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. And now we take our new prayer called Ribono Shel Olam. I think you all have it by your chair. It starts Ribono Shel Olam. That means Master of the Universe. FYI. Everybody got it? Carol, you got one? Excellent. Jen? Okay. Okay. You know what? I think we should take each a paragraph. Let's start with Marlene, since Jen got to lead the candles. And Carol, would you like to do one? Okay, you'll be after Marlene, okay? One paragraph each. Wait, where are you? No. It's the one called Ribono Shel Olam. Yeah, sorry, I've written 4. And this one starts Ribono Shel Olam. Everybody have that one?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for the confusion. Okay. Bunny, you'll be third, okay? No, Jen already had a chance. You're going to do paragraph 1, then Carol, then Bunny.
What has happened to the ones who are making decisions in our country? What has changed their minds to create more pain, hunger, hurt, and anger among us? Citizens of our great global country. Please, God, don't abandon us at that time.
Amen.
There are people who are refashioning rules, structure, and long agreed upon laws to convert our land into the home of the oppressed. There are those with the intent to support small cadre of men who think they are the only ones who deserve a good life, with choices, medical care, education, and even a place to call home. They are stealing our very way of life to ensure their right to rule us, as though we were serfs of Lord, taking away our very dignity that we hold so dear.
Bunny?
Help us to remain vigilant in the face of this inhumanity and blatant bullying of the powerless. Help us to find the power that we do have to combat this onslaught of disregard for your children of faith. We care for the poor and hungry. We care for the sick of heart and body. We are on the side of justice and all the goodness we have come to rely on from our traditions and customs that we have gleaned from your Torah and our history of overcoming hate and evil intent.
Vicky?
We recognize that there are those who intend to push us back to a time when all power was in the hands of the few. We have seen what happens when threats override the good, replacing it with arrogance and disregard.
Diane?
Our world is on the precipice of death of compassion. There is a growing blindness to the pain of others, and expanding deference to those with wealth and the power. Please, God, help us find the strength and fortitude to weather this storm and emerge victorious, creating anew the world that will find favor in your eyes.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. I'd love to have your voices in that. That's very, very wonderful. We turn now to page 158, where we find Micha Mocha. Who is like you, O God, among the mighty? Who is like you? Majestic.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lie, lie, la, 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 lie, ya, bye, 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 ya, bye, 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 bye. מי כמוך ביילים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוספל, נורא תהילות אוספל. יאי ביי 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 ביי, יאבא ביי ביי בים בם, יאי ביי 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 ביי, יאבא ביי ביי בים bam. Yai bye 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 bye, bye 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 bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, bye 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 bim bam. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים. זה לי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Yai bye 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 bye, bye 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 bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, bye 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 bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, bye 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 bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, bye 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 bim bam. ונאמר כי פז אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, ברוך וברוך שמו, גאל ישראל. Amen. And we turn to page 162, where we find Vishamru. Vishamru. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Okay, so we have a moment to ask everyone in the congregation if there's anything you'd like to share with the community right now, briefly and succinctly. Yes, Robin.
I would like to say thank you to all of you for thinking about my life. I appreciate it very much. The altar call was just so lovely. I teared up a minute. Thank you for the cards, thank you for noticing. Makes all the difference.
Beautiful. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, David?
Well, some good news. Our friend Isabel Gotti will be starting her rehab this coming week, and that's going to be a blessing, after that terrible accident, that terrible freak accident when the horse fell on her and busted her pelvis here
Oh,
a few
my
months.
goodness. Oh, my goodness.
So that's the good news I have from LAEC at this moment, that she will be starting her rehab. And she's been out and about in her wheelchair for this recovery period, but it's going to take some time.
Sure.
She's got a long road ahead of her, but she's making progress slowly, step by step.
Wonderful. May she have a complete healing. Anyone else? Yes, Marlene.
Barbara Harmon came to the book club. She was very bright. Yay. Because she's got to take 2 weeks off. She could go to the book club, and she was very nice, she was very happy, and successful operation.
Oh, very good.
Mazel tov.
That's good news. Okay. I think that was all. Is there anyone else? I had some very good medical news. Well, you don't know the previous news, but just suffice it to say that my A1C went down very much, and the doctor was astonished.
Mazel tov.
Fantastic. So, yeah. Beautiful.
What's your secret?
The secret is being very careful not to overdo with the sugar. When you do eat some sugar, you want to have some protein first, so that you're not just eating sugar on an empty stomach. You don't want that. And anyway, so the doctor was like, "What? Look at these numbers. Oh my God." So that's a good thing. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Yeah. What's that? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, it is amazing when you get some good news like that. Might as well celebrate, we need to celebrate the good things. Okay, great. Well, I also want to celebrate Marley. I love that you bring your mom and you come to Friday, and we love having you, and you're a very big asset to our community. Just want you to know. Right? Yes. Okay, beautiful. Is your name Kathy? Yeah. Julia, forgive me. I haven't had a chance to really get to know you, Julia. Yeah. Okay, I like to know everybody. And if I don't know you, please feel free to come and introduce yourself, okay? And we need to just talk more, and then I'll know you more. Okay, very good. So we continue now on page, yes, Bunny.
Rabbi, what you just said made me think of thanking Eileen for organizing the author's evening. I thought it was a very positive activity, and I think that we need to think of ways to do more things like that, because we talk about the temple as a community. So in essence, it should be more than just Friday night services.
Yeah.
And also, Rabbi, kudos to you, because Joanna and I brought a friend, and she was very impressed with you, how personable you were, and how easy it was to talk to you. She doesn't even know you.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, so I think it was great that you were there.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, yeah, and thank you, you reminded me, time for the drosh. Time for the Torah drosh. Now, we have a very interesting portion this week. It's called teruma. Teruma means gift. And it was all the gifts that the people were asked to bring in order to construct the Mishkan, the portable first ever place of gathering for worship for our people. And this is described in such painstaking detail and great length that it is You want to ask, wow, why is this so important that we should know exact, precise instructions for each item? The tabernacle itself, the frames and the drapes, and the various objects that it contained, including their dimensions. For example, we read, and this is a quote from our Torah portion, "Make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of finely twisted linen and blue and purple and scarlet yarn with cherubim woven into them by a skilled worker." We could get Marlene. "All the curtains are to be the same size, 28 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. Make curtains of goat hair for the tent over the tabernacle, 11 altogether." And you should know, goat hair weavings in the desert at that time were used to keep off the rain because they're woven so tightly, and the goat hair is resistant, with the oil that it has in it, it's resistant to water, and so it kept the inside of the tabernacle dry. All 11 curtains are to be the same size, 30 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. Make upright frames of acacia wood for the tabernacle. Each frame is to be 10 cubits long and 1.5 cubits wide. There's details that goes on and on, but that's all the ones I'm going to mention. But why do we need to know how big the tabernacle was? Its primary use was during the wilderness years. Eventually, of course, it was replaced by the temple on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, a much larger and more magnificent structure. What then is the eternal significance of the dimensions of this modest, portable construction of the first Mishkan? No physical space, however large, is big enough for God to dwell in. On the other hand, no space is too small. So says Midrash Shemot Rabbah, and this is a quote from that. When God said to Moses, "Make me a tabernacle," Moses said in amazement, "The glory of the Holy One fills the heaven and earth, and yet he commands, 'Make me a tabernacle?'" God replied, "Not as you think, do I think. 20 boards on the north, 20 on the south, and 8 on the west are sufficient. Indeed, I will descend and confine my presence even within 1 square cubit." So we're learning there that God can be big and be everywhere, and also God can make God's self as small as 1 square cubit. Well then, what difference could it make whether the tabernacle was large or small? Either way, it was a symbol, a focus of the divine presence that is everywhere, wherever human beings open their hearts to God. Its dimensions should not matter. There's a book that I read during rabbinical school. It's called Just 6 Numbers, subtitled "The Deep Forces That Shape the Universe." I found it an astonishing book. It was by the royal astronomer, later the president of the Royal Society, that's in England, the oldest and most scientific body in the oldest, most known scientific body in the entire world. The book explains that the universe is shaped by 6 mathematical constants, which, if they varied even by a millionth or a trillionth of a degree, would have resulted in no universe, or at least no life. Had the force of gravity been slightly different, for example, the universe would either have expanded or imploded in such a way as to preclude the formation of stars and planets. Had nuclear efficiency been slightly lower, the cosmos would consist only of hydrogen. No life would have emerged. Had it been slightly higher, there would have been a rapid stellar evolution and decay, leaving no time for life to evolve. The combination of improbabilities is immense. I know Marley knows a little bit about this. You've studied a little bit about that, haven't you? We talked about that a little bit. Torah commentators, especially the late Nechama Leibowitz, have drawn attention to the way the terminology of the construction of the tabernacle is the same as that used to describe God's creation of the universe. No coincidence. The tabernacle was, in other words, a microcosm of the world that God made, like a tiny reproduction. The fact that the divine presence rested within it was not meant to suggest that God is here and not there, in this place and not that. It was simply meant to signal powerfully that God exists throughout the cosmos. It was a man-made structure to mirror and focus attention on the divinely created universe. It was in space what Shabbat is in time, a reminder of creation. The dimensions of the universe are precise, mathematically exact. Had they differed in even the slightest degree, the universe or life would not exist. Only now are scientists beginning to realize how precise. Even this knowledge will seem rudimentary in the future generations. We are on the threshold of a quantum leap in our understanding of the full depth of the words, "How many are your works, O God? In wisdom you made them all." That's from Psalm 104. The word wisdom, as in the many times it occurs in the account of the making of the tabernacle, means precise, exact craftsmanship. In one other place in the Torah, there's the same emphasis on precise dimensions. Does anybody know what that is? Think about Noah. The ark, right? That's right. And here's the quote from the Noah's Ark, Genesis 6. It says, "Make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it." Oh dear. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Make a roof for it, leaving below the roof of an opening, 1 cubit high all around, and that was for windows, to have 1 cubit high windows all around the top of the ark. The reason is similar to that in the case of the tabernacle. Noah's Ark symbolized, again, the world in its divinely constructed order. The order humans had ruined in Noah's time by the violence and corruption. God was about to destroy that world, leaving only Noah, the ark, and what it contained as symbols of the vestige of order that remained, on the basis of which God would fashion the new order. So, precision matters and order matters. The misplacement of even a few of the 3.1 billion elements in the human genome can lead to devastating genetic conditions. For instance, Down syndrome, it's only one genome. One genome changes the entire makeup of the person. We also know about the butterfly effect. Have you heard about that? Where if a butterfly beats its wings, somewhere it might cause a tsunami way across the earth, thousands of miles away. This tells us that small actions can have large consequences. That is the message the tabernacle was intended to convey. God creates order in the natural universe. We are charged with creating order in the human universe, and that means painstaking care in what we say, what we do, and what we must restrain ourselves from doing. There is a precise choreography to the moral and spiritual life, as there is a precise architecture to the tabernacle. Being good, specifically being holy, it's not a matter of only acting as the Spirit moves us. It's a matter of aligning ourselves to the will that made the world. Law, structure, precision. Of these things, the cosmos is made, and without them, it would cease to be. It was to signal or model that the same applies to human behavior, how we conduct ourselves and construct our lives absolutely affects not only our personal experience, but also all those around us, our planet, and the world entire. Amen. Okay, and we continue on page 371, where we rise for the Mishaberach. Marley. All right. 371 in the middle of the page. And we bring to mind all of those that are in need of healing today. What was your name?
That was for Is Gotti,
Uh-huh,
for her fractured pelvis.
yes. And are there other names that we would like to mention, people that are needing healing?
Mark Noodleman for congregation.
Yes, Mark Noodleman, and also Margaret. Yes. Raymond Dreyfus? Okay. Gidon Lev, Batsheva. Yeah? Paige Fischel. Okay. Shlomo Simcha and Mendel Folix. Okay. Misheberach Avoteinu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And we turn to page 586, remain standing, for Aleinu. It's the second paragraph. And don't forget, it goes, after that paragraph, we turn the page for Shehuno Teshamayim, and then another page for V'ne'emar. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך Malchei Hamlachim,
Hakadosh Baruch Hu.
שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יתרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וקראת היום והשבותה אל לברך. כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. And we remain standing for Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. We call to mind at this time those we remember tonight on the anniversary of their passing, as well as those we have lost in recent months. And we have Elana Gleinert, Leona Zollman, Fran Bernstein, Joel Sussman, Gerald Rosenfeld, Ron Shankman, Ron Caden, Elsie Noodleman, Deborah Fischel, Beverly Craig, Lorinda Bray, Scott Ringwelski, and Evelyn Dreyfus. And Rosalie Hutter.
Like butter.
Okay, and we need to get that. Oh, yes, excuse me. Rosalie Hutter. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקדושה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה וחיים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. And we may be seated. Oh, that's right. Thank you. And I would like to ask God's blessing on you. It's on page 603, if you care to see it, but if not, you can just say, Ken Yehi Ratzon. May God bless you and keep you. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ken Yehi Ratzon. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, Ken Yehi Ratzon. And may you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace. Yisa Adonai panav elecha, ve'yasem lecha shalom, Ken Yehi Ratzon. And we have Oseh Shalom.
Rabbi, next week we'll do.
Oh, should we do that first?
Want to?
Yeah, if you don't mind, we'd like to do Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tzar ma'od. We made copies for you. Oh. No. Thank you, Robin.
With this tune, do we need a tambourine on that? I got a copy.
Okay.
Only when we go fast.
Okay.
Only when
At
we-
the end, when we're going to go fast.
Okay.
Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tzar me'od, gesher tzar me'od. והעיקר מהעיקר לא לפחד כלל, והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. Faster. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. לא לפחד כלל. And we're going to sing it once more, but I just want you to know, it means the entire world is a narrow bridge. The essence is not to be afraid. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. לי, 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 Okay. עשה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. 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 יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל